some books and pliables. We are gonna head to the park now. So I've made it to Elizabeth Park. I have so much stuff. I have my pliables because I didn't eat breakfast. I have my bag, can't really see it, full of books, my sketchbook, and a book that I got from the library today because, as you saw, I was able to get my library card. How exciting. I'm super excited. I'm out of breath already. That's so bad. It's like really humid and sticky, but it's no other reason to not be outside right now. I feel like the weather is like got a good breeze, but it's still very warm, and I think this is the perfect time for me to be outside without feeling like I'm gonna burn. So I've been trying to work on my affirmations. So today a big thing that I wanted to focus on was that everything works out, because I've been struggling for the past week. My sanity's kind of been all over the place. So I've been very, very nervous with just how my future in the next foreseeable months will look. So I made sure to emphasize my affirmations, like everything works out, nothing you have to worry about. And so far I've gotten so lucky today. I had the sweetest guy at Pliable, very kind, very funny. I was easily able to get my library card, which was one of the biggest goals I kind of had for myself this year. Actually, that's a lie. I'm not gonna lie. That was not one of the largest goals I had for myself this year, but that was like something I really wanted to try and like work up the courage to get. I know it's not that serious, it's a library card, but I want to get back into reading as heavily as I did when I was younger. So I figured, why not take the opportunity to get a library card? So I did, and I was able to successfully check out books in another town because my town's library was looking a little scarce. So yeah, had a very chill morning. Again, got my things together, decided I was gonna go and read in the park, get some vitamin D in my body because I've been in-house for a while. It's been very sunny, but also very rainy. I need to get better at looking at the camera. I'm like very awkward about that. But it's been super rainy and like scorching hot to make it super humid. But today's weather, if you're able to tell, let me see if I can focus. It's like partially sunny. I'm currently sitting fairly covered with trees. I have a lot of foliage keeping me out of direct sunlight. I have a beautiful view of the little ducks in the water headed in front of me. Yeah, so far it's like perfect, and like again, everything's really working out my favor. Oh my god, as I was getting here, lately I've been parallel parking because that's like the only spots you can really get, and I had to parallel park twice today for different places I had to go to, and every time I had to parallel park, the person in front of me left and I was able to just easily just move forward, and that took a good 2 minutes off my life from having that gave me 2 extra minutes to not have to worry about parallel parking. So super excited. It's such a beautiful day today, actually. It's like very nice, but it is a Thursday, so there's not a lot of people in the park, which is great because I did want to comfortably record like me talking, and I didn't want to like have people walking past because I'm very, very anxious about that. But yeah, we're just gonna chill, let my face get some sweat, get some color, maybe, who knows, but yeah. So I brought, oh, look at my bowl. This is the, if you ever go to Pliable, Super Cupid with blue spirulina added. But I realized that I also packed like granola, so just like the peanuts, raisins, cashews, sunflower seeds. I kind of want to offer some snacks to the ducks, but I also want to respect their feeding nature, and I don't want to necessarily create havoc because there's a lot of them. Like, look, I'm awkwardly holding my camera, but there's like a whole bunch over there, and then there's a few that are like closer to me. I don't necessarily want to disturb them. So, hello. I am having a great day so far. I hope you all are as well. Although unexpected, it's nice to finally have a break from working consistently. Not to say I'm in a good position to like not be working, but I think that what I really needed was just time to reflect with myself and figure out what it is that I want to do, what I want to invest my time in. And of course, I still know that bills have to be paid, priorities have to be straight, but I also feel that there's so many more aspects to myself and so many more skills that I have that aren't really being utilized by like jobs that I generally apply for and take. Hopefully you can hear me as well. Nature is as loud as it wants to be right now. Oh my god. That's so crazy. I like looked over and there's like a little cove by the entrance of like the stream or whatever, and like nestled in between these rocks is a little hole, and a whole like 3 ducks came from there. I think that's their like little home. That is so cute. Oh my goodness. Oh, but let's continue with what I was saying. Hopefully you can hear me. I don't really know how to edit videos to properly take my voice and heighten it and like decrease the background noise. I'm still learning. I still need to get better at learning. I'm not the most consistent, but overall I think this period that I'm in is one that I'm supposed to learn from. I think that the biggest takeaway that I've gotten at this point is to again prioritize what genuinely makes me happy and not so much what I think would make me happy. Now, stability, safety, security, all of those things are very important, and I feel like everyone should still prioritize those needs because they are the basic needs, referring to Maslow's theory because I had to study it in college. But yeah, just understanding how to prioritize that but still give yourself a break. There's only so much that I can control, and at the same time I control everything. It's a weird sentence to try to like understand, but it's like there's so much that I can do as a person with what's going on in the world currently, as well as just in the community that I'm part of or whatever. There's so much going on. There's only so much of myself I can give. So it's like more dire that I give into things that I feel really will help propel me in the direction that I want to be in. I am thankful for where I'm at right now. I feel that for the situation, for my age, for my background, I feel extremely privileged and extremely sorry the bugs, and I'm extremely thankful for everything, like seriously, because there's so many things that I just wouldn't, I never thought I'd really I just amaze myself every time. Like it's a beautiful thing. There's a man coming. I'm very awkward.
Ja, sprechen Sie Deutsch ein bisschen, aber ich spreche Deutsch mit meiner Familie und es hat eine Speisekarte gestern.
Because why is he standing there?
Finally on. That was nerve-wracking. One thing I will say that I'm still not the most confident with is dealing with men. Yeah, he's walking that way. What a weird experience. He literally, I was talking and he came around the corner, saw me, and went behind the tree. He was on his phone for a good 3 minutes, just standing there, just something I'm still learning. Now I'm paranoid. Something I'm still learning at the ripe age of 20 is how to advocate for myself. I'm kind of all over the place talking about this, but I want to get better at advocating for myself because I am a people pleaser, and I watched a video not too long ago and it was like, people pleasers are just really good at manipulation. And I was like, you're probably very right, because to be a people pleaser is to do everything in your power to basically have that person believe that you're so great or you're so sweet or you're so kind or whatever. And if you have to put in that energy to be accepted by other people, you're manipulating them, right? So I don't feel like I do it maliciously, but I find that when I am a people pleaser, it's a lot easier for me to get things that I want, and that's manipulation, is it not? This breeze feels so good. So good. But yeah, so I need to stop being a people pleaser and start advocating for myself and speaking up, because my confidence is really low. It's crazy. Whenever I'm in a social event, generally people, I'm sorry, I'm like having fun talking, but there's so many things going on, but in like a calm way, because it's nature. Like, but I am very unconfident, non-confident. I lack confidence. I've been working on it in the last few years, because I think the lowest I've ever been with my confidence was in my mid-teens. I think that was the lowest I've ever been, and it was not at all a great space to be in. I was very negative towards myself, and I kind of hated myself in certain aspects, which is, again, just not healthy at all. And it's making it somewhat difficult as I've kind of grown to accept that I'm changing and that it's okay for me to have differing views and opinions, because I was so strict on, oh, you're 15, this is what you believe, this is how you believe everything's gonna go in your future, blah 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 blah, this is the only way. just being very narrow-minded with myself, which is wild because I was one of those people that spoke the biggest about being open-minded and choosing what feels right for you. Crazy. I feel like do you remember the dog from Up? It's like squirrel. Well, there's mad squirrels here, and I'm doing exactly that. So Doug was onto something. I do find them very interesting to watch. Yeah. So another thing I learned. I want to do an actual video one day of like all the combinations of what I learned in my 20th year as I age. So the next year will be my 21st year, my 22nd. Well, another thing that I really learned in my 20th year is the importance of just not giving a flying fuck. Like, I care so much. I care so much about things. I tend to overdo it when it comes to how much I put energy into certain ideas, topics, events, blah blah blah. I overthink so much because I try to tell myself I care so much and that it's okay to care, and if you care about something so intensely, that's good, right? It's not in my case. It drives me insane and it makes me very anxious, and it's gotten to the point where spaces that I used to occupy a few years back, I go into those same spaces and I'm more anxious, I'm more nervous, I'm more scared to be existing in those spaces. And the man's back. And it's very interesting, to say the least, because again, I think it's very important this guy, why is he going in circles now? Anyways, occupying the same spaces that I used to take up a few years back is more challenging for me now, which is so crazy because prior that was my first time, and now it's not my first time, but I'm more nervous. It's interesting, to say the least, and I picked up on my habits, and I've noticed that in my relationship, and I'm still currently working on it. I think it's going to take me a while just because I'm so used to how things are. My relationship is very like tight. Like, me and my boyfriend, we hang out all the time, and what's even crazier is we live together now, so we're constantly in the same spaces and taking up those same spaces, which once again make it very difficult for me. Let me rephrase that. It's difficult for me to take time to be by myself because I'm so used to having another person, even if we're not actively like talking to each other or doing the same activity. It's the fact that he's in the same room that makes me feel more calm. It makes me relax, which is good. You want that from your partner, but it's getting to the point where for instance, I was so nervous just to go and get a library card. Like, I think what they call that is codependency, and I have siblings. I was raised by my mom. I am my mom's only child. So, being raised as an only child, I feel that it's easier for me to become codependent on people that I spend a lot of time with, like especially my boyfriend, because I see him every single day now, especially. But I find myself kind of clinging on to people that I see every day and making it so hard for myself to not see those people consistently. Like, breaking the routine just for some reason just is terrible. So I'm working on it. I could be better. It's a work in progress. It really is. Been together, next month will be 4 years, which is so crazy because we actually been best friends for the last 6 years. So it's a lot. Um, Again, I don't know. Maybe I'm in like a high traffic area, but like people keep walking by and like I'm nervous. I'm gonna stop talking because this is already 11 minutes and I can talk forever. I'm gonna finish my breakfast because it's melting, and then I'm gonna do some reading and chill for the rest of the hours. I'm gonna be here for 2 hours probably, and then yeah, I'm gonna go home and probably edit this video. And this is the book that I got from the library today. I'm gonna start this book, and there's another guy just on his phone, like right there. I'm over it. I'm over that, but it's okay. It's my day. It's for me. I feel like I wonder if like this might be controversial, but I wonder if men understand how intimidating they are. Because I've been sitting here minding my own business, talking to my phone about literally anything, reading, and I understand I'm still in a public space. People have the right to move around freely and all that stuff, but there's so much other space. And at least those two guys so far, they've been like staying stagnant in one place where I end up being, and I don't think it's intentional, but I also can't trust men specifically because I don't know, it's like, it's just weird. I don't know if they understand that they're intimidating and that they're actually like seen as a threat. I understand that all of them want to be seen as that, but they're not helping their case. They're really not, by standing around doing absolutely nothing. Like, he was walking his dog across the bend and he was walking pretty consistently, and all of a sudden he sees me and stops right there. And that's why I was recording him in that spot for a while, because he was just standing there on his phone. And I get it, you have the right to stand wherever you want. This is a pretty big park, but sir, there's a whole, I'll show you. There's a whole bench right there. If you want to sit and take a moment, why not do that instead of standing behind a tree that's so close to me and what I'm doing? Because it's not even just the second guy, it was the first guy. He was behind this little tree, and I'm like, why are you standing there just on your phone? Like, I get it, you can do what you, but do you understand how weird you make the vibes? Why are you even writing me? Like, why are you even here, you know? Maybe I'm just like a little bit of a hater. Maybe it's not that serious, but to all my peoples out there that aren't cis white men, keep your eyes out. People are weird. People are very weird, and for no reason, unprovoked. So, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I don't know why I thought that reading here would be so easy. There's so many distractions. I'm just enjoying watching like the leaves move in the wind, the way that the birds are like flapping their wings. There's so many distractions.
It's really hard to read right now. This is very difficult. This is a very difficult task I'm asking myself to do, to just read in this beautiful place that needs to be looked at. This is crazy. I'm crazy. I haven't made it far in my book because I'm just so hypnotized by these ducks. Like, they're so cute to watch. And also I'm paranoid because I keep thinking that people are like walking behind me and like, yeah. So I haven't finished my book, but I am gonna take a walk around the park before going home because I'm getting even more hungry. So yeah. I think their home is like between those little rocks right there because I keep seeing them come out that. I think I had a pretty successful little moment here at the park. I feel like it's starting to sprinkle a little rain, so I'm gonna go back in my car. Probably gonna sit in my car for a little bit before going home. But overall, success. I don't know who I'm becoming because I would never walk out the house without socks. But some days this summer, I've literally just started doing it. Can you see the sprinkles of rain? Yeah, it's getting serious. I think I'm gonna walk onto the other side of Elizabeth Park just because you can see the actual downtown Hartford in the distance. I think it'd be a really cute shot. So we're gonna go over there. Supposedly you can see the sunrise from this direction. One day I won't actually see it. If I wake up early enough tomorrow, which I won't, I'd love to come see it. Hello. Hi, how are you? Look at all those beautiful oriental rugs. When I was looking for a rug, I should have just came here. And do I go down? I think I'm down.
I slipped up, thoughts I can't hide. Don't wait for me to change my
It's so cool.
mind.
Oh my goodness. I'm in little socks like this. Look at you. They're so cute.
Give me space and I'll be okay.
The folding tables.
Too much
cases. So here's this wooden bench. And I'm like telling myself, like, do I really want it? And then I've been looking for bookshelves to put in this like small entryway along the wall of the kitchen. I'm not paying $45 though. Today is really my day. How did I stumble upon this place?
Well, I stopped. First of all, this store is also really cute. It's a lot of grandfather clocks, and I believe he fixes watches. But right here, 3 ladies antiques. Personally, I'm not the biggest on gatekeeping, but this place is so cute. They have a ton of oriental rugs. I should have probably gotten my oriental rug from there, seeing as they have such a variety. But instead, I got this cute little bench. It's all handmade wood. I'm thinking of putting it somewhere in the living room, so. What a steal. She was also only $20 because I found her in the basement. So, what a score. I'm like actually very shook. I also parked in front of this place called Jirmani Coffee Roasters. It seems like they're still in business, but I've just never heard of them, never been there. I'll have to go one of these days because coffee and an antique run? Yes, please. Oh my goodness. I'm literally overjoyed right now. Your heart is telling you to stop at a shop or a restaurant or something because it looks intriguing or interesting. Stop, because you might find your calling, your little deal of the day. This little bench was $20, which doesn't sound like a great deal, but it's really good quality wood, and I'm thinking of putting it, I don't know where I'm gonna put it yet actually, let me not lie, but I think she's still a steal. And honestly, I found a cute antique store in the process. So what a deal. My phone is about to die. It's on 10% and I don't even know where I am in West Hartford to get home, so let me prioritize getting home. I'll talk to you later. This is not where this bench is gonna stay. I just had to stage it for this part of the video, but she's so cute, and ideally I would love to put my plants on here. Whoa, the lighting. I ideally would like to put the plants on here anyways. And don't worry, the Monstera, she will be repotted tomorrow, so I was more so trying to grow her from the, what's it called? The cutting. I don't know the proper term, but she was a cutting, so I like tried to like let her grow a little bit, and she just grew a new leaf, so she's doing great. But I am gonna repot her, so don't worry. But ideally this is the wall that I would like to have a bookshelf on, just so that I have more height, since it is such a tall wall. And hello.